technology and human connection are becoming important and they're coming together like never before, specifically in the world of HR. AI is changing the way we work, we hire, we build inclusive spaces. But at the end of the day, the core focus of this entire effort is still the people. So I basically want to talk to you and ask you a question about in the hybrid and global environment, what do you think makes DEI truly meaningful? And how do you think organizations can personalize inclusion efforts so that every employee feels authentically represented without also compromising on the scale of the organizations at which they're operating?
Now, I would like to take the discussion a step further into how technology and human connection can coexist meaningfully. So, sir, in today's workspaces, where AI and data driven tools guide so many of our HR decisions, so the question I often reflect on is this: how do leaders perceive and human warmth in recruitment? And how do we make sure that every candidate still feels seen, heard, and valued beyond what an algorithm measures?
So, bringing on to the next theme, sir, I want to bring a more of a strategic and analytical lens to this podcast where long-term sustainable planning goes hand in hand. So, sir, in the industry, like across industry, we are seeing that most of the businesses are now heavily investing on HR tech. And this brings me to my first question, where now predictive analytics is transforming workforce planning, but human motivation often defies prediction. So, how can organization use this data wisely without losing that touch with people's unpredictability and passion? Because you mentioned about the pulse of an employee. So, this is the dilemma I want to ask about.
To my segment of today's discussion, which makes me feel that you have spoken about culture and how people today have been looking at what is the purpose of the company as well. So if you have to think of young professionals who are going to join HR as a vertical or go into HR field in some or the other way, how can we strike a balance between tech fluency and emotional intelligence, keeping people at the center of every decision that we make?